Noisettes there, and Never Forget You. Right, any second now I'm going to get my special guest on. We have Kaz Hawkins on the FM1 FM radio show. And she's live as well, so hopefully, touch wood, this will work. Okay. That was the Noisettes there. Righty-ho. Right then, a very good morning to Kaz. Can you hear me loud and clearly?
I can hear you, Dan. Good morning.
Oh, very good morning. Thanks for joining us on this FM1 FM radio show at the very last minute. I know we only contacted...
Oh, no, thank you for having me.
That's all right. I was listening to your music last night, and I was really impressed by your vocal range and the songs, and I wanted to find more about you as an artist, and if you can tell the listeners about yourself and what type of music you like. So what style of music do you specialise in, and how did you get into music?
Well, I think they tagged me with blues, soul, and rock and roll. But I'm a singer-songwriter first and foremost, so I can write in any genre. But I guess the voice, because I have such a big voice. Mm-hmm. And the bluesy side of it, which is why I get tagged with the blues all the time. But we've a great blues family across the UK, so I'm proud to be a part of that. But my mum always used to say that I came out of the womb singing.
Wow. That's got to be a first. I've never heard of that one before. If there was an entry in the Guinness Book of Records, I think that would make it, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's always been pretty much there.
Oh,
and
wow.
But it's really only been the last, I don't know, it must have been when I hit 40 that stuff started to happen. Yeah. Because it's only really been the last 6-7 years that things have taken off with my original music, because I spent over 20 years on the cover scene in Northern Ireland. So I finally bit the bullet and revealed my songs, and lucky enough, people have taken to them.
Oh wow, that's really nice to know. That is, and may it continue for however long you go on. Keep on going. That's what I say. Keep ploughing on. So you're very versatile. You're welcome. You're very versatile. So you cover all genres and everything. Yeah, I read your story, and I must say you're a very inspirational woman. And
thank you.
Yeah, to come from where you have come through to get to now, I've got total respect for you.
Thank you.
That's all right. So, do you play any festivals? I know we're a big supporter of the Rhythm and Blues Festival. Have you ever played a festival like that? Or
the Cone at Cone.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I just played that.
Oh wow, how did that go? Because it
was great.
Oh wow,
it was great. I played the Muni on the Saturday, I think it was the Friday or Saturday night. I can't remember. They all start to roll into one when you're on the road. So I'm literally at the end of touring this year. So we finish in at the end of November. So I have a load of dates left still to do. We're doing Carlisle Rock Blues Rock Festival on Saturday the 30th, and then up to Loch Lomond for Calendar Jazz and Blues Festival. So there's a lot of gigs left to do.
So you're looking forward to a nice put your feet up afterwards when it's.
I am. Dan.
One thing.
Look forward to landing on the beach in December with my daughters.
Oh, bless you.
Doing nothing.
Yeah, that. Sometimes you just need to refuel yourself and have a bit of me time. Yeah. One thing I totally respect you for is you're a mental health awareness campaigner, and I wanted to ask how important it is we get the message across about mental health awareness. I know World Mental Health Day is the 10th of October, and do you think there's still kind of negativity?
Stigma?
Yes, stigma. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Do you think
there's a lot? There's a lot of stigma. I even notice it when I talk. I mean, when I'm doing my shows in art center setup. I will talk people through my life, and because most of my songs are about my life and the trauma that I came through. I'm one of the lucky ones. I always say music saved my life. So I tell my story in the hope that it'll break down barriers around mental health, and people are always shocked, which is surprising but totally understandable, because information is knowledge, and a lot of people attach a lot of negativity to mental health because they think you're going to lose the plot any second and kind of, go off the edge. But mental illness can range from anything from anxiety, excuse me, to serious mental diseases. And I think once people start to learn about what it is, if you have a broken leg, people don't necessarily worry too much if somebody's got a broken leg, but if you've got a mental health problem, you can't see that. And it's very, very hard for someone to say, I've got a problem, or I have issues. So that's what I'm trying to do, is use my story to break down those barriers. And I've travelled around the world. I've lectured to students at Boston University. I'm going to Alabama in January to give talks to young girls in America to try and make them understand that it's okay to talk about these things, and just because you maybe think you don't fit in because of a mental health problem, it doesn't mean to say that you can't be heard and you don't deserve to be heard. But we are making, there are moves being made, and people are starting. It doesn't come fast enough because, especially here in Northern Ireland, we've had so many suicides lately that, we're a small place here, and so we feel the impact of it so very much more that every week we turn on the TV and something else has happened. And so, it gets frustrating because I know that music saved me. So I believe that music can be used as a mental health tool to help people. So I think that's my legacy to try
I've got total respect for you, Kaz, because you do your music as well, and I'm sure you've kind of helped so many people through your music.
I hope so,
because I looked at your I researched you briefly last night, and you're following you're in a good way. You're following up. You've got a great following, and
my fans are amazing.
You've touched me, and I'm sure what you just said would touch some of my listeners as well. Right, so back. It's all about the music. So we're going back to the music now, and I've got a single from one of the albums you sent me, and I've chosen this one, if that's okay. It's Hallelujah, Happy People.
Yes.
Tell us more about this song then.
Well, I had written that. It was kind of one of the first songs I think I'd written, and I'd written it about Memphis and Beale Street and the Mississippi steamboats going up the Tennessee River, and it was kind of really about segregation in America. Everybody knows the story. And it was kind of, I had this kind of dream that if the tables was turned and it wasn't whites who had, control, and if it was, it was the old blues guys and women who had control, what would it be? Well, it would be such a party. It would be such a blues rock and roll party up the Mississippi steamboats. Wow. And that's where it came from. It kind of was a celebration of all that's great that comes out of Beale Street on the blues core. And I got the opportunity to go to Beale Street last year. I'm going back in January because I totally love it. And I love the South. I love Memphis.
Wow.
So it was a great opportunity to finally set foot on the street that I'd written about.
Wow, that's inspirational. I know I keep using that word, but it's it is. So thanks, Kaz, for taking the time and sharing your experiences and everything. And I wish you well on your travels and your music. The very best to you. And
Thank you so much,
yes, you're welcome. We're going to play this song now, Hallelujah, Happy People. So this is FM1 FM. This is Kaz Hawkins featuring Sam York, Hallelujah, Happy People.